First card we have here is the Eight of Swords, which is showing, say, a person who has blindfolds on their eyes and are surrounded by swords. The swords representing thoughts that are trapped in the mind, and the person's not actually seeing that they can't set themselves free, and that they do have options. Because the person feels trapped and in bondage, like they've got no options, and they have plenty of options. There is a way out. The solution is simply to do with the situation that the person is not willing to face. The card that covers them is the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is showing, say, a person who needs to go within and meditate on the thoughts that are making them feel trapped and in bondage, and to be able to go and say rest. Sometimes the Four of Swords shows that it's some kind of illness, that the person needs to rest from that and recuperate before they actually start back out again in life. Now, the cards also showing here is the Knight of Wands and the Queen of Swords. The Knight of Wands is a fiery sign, Aries, Leo or Sagittarius, and the Queen of Swords is Aquarius, Libra or Gemini. Now they're both facing each other, so it's either some kind of confrontational, or the Queen is going to be speaking her truth to this Knight that is coming in quickly and passionately, but the Queen here with the sword here wants nothing and nothing but the truth, and she's not going to be hearing no lies or no bullshit. Now the card that's coming from the past is the Sun card, which is joy and happiness, and even could be, say, about children involved in this, as well as could even be the birth of a child. The card at the top, which is actually describing what's ahead of you, is the Ace of Wands, which demonstrates passion, a passionate new beginning. Could even be a passionate new job that you're going to be starting. And it also demonstrates that it's a hand of God, because it's coming out the clouds. Shows the energy, spirituality, the inspiration, determination, the strength and the intuition and the ambition as well to actually go forward with this new beginning. It shows potential of going forward, because then for the new beginning is the Hierophant. Now the Hierophant's usually religious factor, towards a person that's on a spiritual walk. It also demonstrates marriage, commitment, relationships. The Hierophant also could be a Taurus person as well. Okay, the Hierophant shows two keys at the bottom of it. Which is showing restrictions. regarding religion, group, identification, conformity, tradition, beliefs. It's what this person actually believes in. The hyphen is a very conventional. This character suggests that you have a desire to follow due process and stay within the conventional bounds of what is typically an orthodox approach. The person is not willing to, they're going by their beliefs and they're not willing to back off from that. And it also shows it's not a time to challenge the status quo. The hyphen sometimes stands for an institution and their values. And it needs to be conformed to the rules or the fixed situation. The hyphen card also indicates that you may feel compelled to join some sort of group or institution, or join a church or a religious group. And also, the hyphen also represents that it could even be a person going to see a psychotherapist, a wise counselor, a priest, or a spiritual mentor for whom you will turn for wisdom and knowledge. You also then got, for your attitude towards it all, is the temperance. Now the temperance is a card that also represents Sagittarius, but it's also balance, moderation, patience, purpose is the meaning, because the person's standing there balanced with one foot on the earth and one foot in the water. The temperance shows that you're learning to bring about balance and having patience and moderation in your life. You may have been able to take the middle road and avoid extremes and maintain a great sense of calm in your life. And you've learned to keep calm in the situations of great stress and anxiety. Also, temperance also represents adaptation, coordination, and tempering external influences. You are able to work in harmony with others, and there's a heightened level of cooperation in the activities. And that's your attitude towards what's going on here. But in your external environment, what has come up is the Five of Swords. Now the Five of Swords is showing, say, that there's some kind of disagreement going on here. That could be in the home or in your natural environment. And it shows two people walking away, and one person still got swords, like he's won the battle but not the war. Shows the conflict and tension that's going on, and the defeat, and the person was determined to win at all costs, because there must have been some form of betrayal, because the people that got one people walking away, one's crying and one's very pissed off, basically. The Five of Swords sees you engaging in conflict or finding yourself disagreeing with others, leading to tension and hostility. So even though your attitude was to be cool, calm and collective here, it looks like you're going to be having some kind of conflict. That could be where the Queen and the Knight of Wands are facing each other because of this confrontation. The Five of Swords can also represent a conquest. If you've been aggressive in your struggles, then you'll soon accomplish your objective. However, if you've been passive, you may need to compromise on your personal interest, giving in to wishes of the opposing force. You will feel that there are more obstacles ahead, and you will not want to face the ordeal, and you know you must, if you have to, what you want or the way you want it. Overall, you are in a struggle, and there's more work or problems ahead than you're aware of now. Okay. So it's going to be a thing there where you're going to actually have to go through this battle with this person that you're confrontating on, and to go and say it's going to be a losing battle because nobody wins when there's a disagreement like this. Then you've got, in your hopes and fears, you have the Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles are showing two people like they're being left out in the cold. Shows their isolation, their insecurity, their worry, their financial loss, and their poverty. So that could be a fear of yourself to go and say not be in poverty, and fearing that the worst scenario could take place. It's just a part of financial strife right now, poverty, adversity, and it indicates that you have suffered a significant